Do right now is we're going to take this warthog, we got some people in it, and we're going to launch it. We're going to see if we can launch it all the way over that building over there. And you do this by placing trip mines, putting the runtime minimum to 4 and maximum to 4, so they'll instantly spawn. And then you just place them. Alright, now what you do is you just take your gravity hammer, or, grenades, whatever you want to use.
Betrayal.
And also, if you put down enough, the guardians go away. Sometimes the elephants will disappear as well. And this is what me and a friend came up with. Now for this warthog launch, you take a radio antenna, a mongoose, or a warthog. If you're going to launch a warthog, you need 2 radio antennas side by side. You'll need to line it up just perfectly to where you can drop the scorpion on it. Get all the way up, and then drop your scorpion. Or wraith, whichever one you choose. Scorpion's better. And then you just watch them fly. It doesn't go very far. It's all according on where you put the radio antenna, but it's effective and it's fun. You can also launch people and bubble shields. Sometimes you can make a duplicate of a mongoose and it'll start floating everywhere. And that's it for this. Alright guys, today we're going to show you a couple of sniper tips for some people who play, team snipers or something in social and doubles, team doubles, or any other game type, like you play elimination snipers or something. We're going to show you a couple of things not to do. The big things that people do is they'll do what Bob here is doing. He's my little guinea pig. He is standing still, looking at me, waiting for the snipe, for me to come around the corner and him to shoot me. But it's very easy for me to just look at him once, come back in, line it up, then come back out and shoot him. Kind of like so. It's very easy. So, number 1 tip is to never stand still and camp a corner, because it's also easy for them to no-scope you as well. So, please, don't do it. It's not very smart. Another sniper tip, instead of standing still, you can always staff left to right, like Bob here is about to do. It makes it harder for people to snipe you, as seen. You gotta have a little bit of skill to do it, but you can't stand still and do it, because it is hard to line up a headshot. This right here would normally give you a headshot. If you're scoping, you can just aim anywhere on the face to get a headshot. But if you're no-scoping, that's not going to give you a headshot. As if you take it back down and scope in, it would have. So what you do is you aim the top half of the reticle, which is the top part, over the top part of the body. So aim for about their arms. About right there, and you'll get a headshot. Now another way to do that is to line it up on this line right here, if you're no-scoping on Guardian. You can always line it up here, run out, then shoot the kid. Sometimes it doesn't work, so you have to remember, where to line it up. About right there. Or not. It's very tricky to master. It's easier with the beam rifle. Here's another way to confuse your opponent. Instead of just, staffing left and right, which is easy to line up a headshot and shoot somebody if you're, skilled, you can always try doing what Bob here is going to do. Crouching down at random moments to hope not to get shot. But sometimes you just get shot. So if you practice with it, you should get good enough to where you're going to just count on when your opponent's going to snipe you, so you can dodge it. Now, sometimes it can be a good thing or a bad thing. It's all according on what type of person you're playing. If you're playing with somebody who has crappy aim, jumping like this is good for no-scopes, because it's kind of hard to line it up before they shoot you. Then again, never stand still. And But sometimes jumping can be bad if you're jumping in a straight line. Now jumping forward is not a good idea, because sometimes you'll get sniped in the face. If they're good enough to just go ahead and zoom in and snipe you right in the face, or just 2 body shots, they'll always kill somebody. So jumping forward's not that good, and jumping's not that good because they can always snipe you. If they're good enough, they're going to aim for a headshot. Some people can't always get them airborne. Other people, they're better with it. So only jump when you have to, or if you're playing somebody who sucks at snipers. Another thing you don't want to do is crouching out like this, because it's very easy to line up a headshot and kill somebody. Although, if you're good enough, you can always just pop out, shoot the person right in the head, then pop back in. Either way. It's whatever you prefer. It's best not to go sneaking around crouching, because then you're just going to get sniped. If you start up a game of snipers, 1v1 snipers, or whatever, if you keep some of these tips in mind, I mean, if you're already a good sniper and you just want to improve it, play with some friends and some FFA snipers with nothing but snipers, and you should get a little bit better with some of this stuff. Just remember, don't be a noob, and everybody, thank Bob here for taking a headshot. Also, here's another little sniper tip for you. If you're in a bubble shield and there's a guy sitting there waiting for you to pop out so he can snipe you, you can always try to get here to the edge like you're about to walk out, aiming it about right there. And, yeah, you gotta do it before the bubble shield goes. As an example, but this is what you're supposed to do. You get to the edge of the bubble shield like you're gonna walk out, and you can aim it right there. Always jump out and then pop them in the head, and you'll be back into the bubble. Some people don't see it coming, other people do, and it's a nifty little trick to do. So, just remember it. If you're in a bubble shield, don't run out to try to snipe somebody. Just completely snipe them.